Welcome to today's lesson where I want to talk about ad extensions, how to use them, why to use them, and the differences between the different ad extensions. So first of all, ad extensions are little snippets that can appear on or below your ad, and the main goal of them is to increase the click-through rate to your site and give people additional information so that you can really get more and more clicks from your ad. So I can quickly show you what a typical ad extension looks like. If we enter something like leather jacket, for example, or let's go with Lederjacke in German, so probably now really some ads will show up. Okay, still let's do it that way. Yes, so now we can finally see some ad extensions right here, and ad extensions are, for example, this address right here. So below this ad, this is the typical ad, some text, some link, and here we have a physical address that is a so-called address extension. Also, you can see these different points right here that are separated by this dot, and these are so-called callouts. So they basically give some additional keywords about your products. Also, you can see the rating right here. So HugoBoss.com has 646 reviews and a total of 4.8. So you see already that this ad here looks way more prominent than the one at the top. So here you just have one sentence, and you have two so-called site link extensions that direct you to other sub-sites on this website. So I want to show you today how you can do this for your business and how to strategically use individual extensions for maximum results. First of all, when you are in a campaign or in an ad group and you are in the ads tab, move to the extensions tab and hit create ad extension. And probably the most widely used one is the site link extensions that you just saw right here with the two different sites. And this is how it looks like. You can create a new one, and the site link may be, for example, let's stick with our example from the last video on makeup brushes. This could be makeup brush collection or collections. Let's say you advertise this rainbow makeup brush that we talked about in the last video. One idea of using a site link extension strategically is to go one category upwards and give people the chance to immediately go to the collection page instead of the product page. So this ad might say something like, go to our rainbow brush and buy it now, and in the site links they see makeup brush collection, shop over or discover over 50 different makeup brushes that fit your style. Right? This could be something that a site link extension looks like. So you use the site link, you give the description. You can also see it how it looks right here on desktop, by the way. You write the site link, you write the description, and then you add a final URL, in this case to our makeup brush collection page. And you see already that someone who's looking for a makeup brush, for this rainbow makeup brush, probably they see, oh, makeup brush collections, probably I will also hit this one. The typical site link extensions that I use are, for example, an About Us page, a collection page, probably something like a refund policy so that people immediately see that you have one, and something like your home page or so, right? So instead of linking to the individual product. So this is how you set up your site link extensions that I would always recommend you to use, and these are the ones that make your ads much, much bigger. So this is also another reason why you should use them a lot. The next extension that I want to present you today are callouts. And callouts, like I showed you right here, they give little additional information very quickly, very shortly about certain key highlights of your product or your store in general. You could do things like free shipping. You could add another callout like 30-day money back, or 2-day express shipping if you source from the US, for example. So you get the idea. These callouts basically work in a way that you give some highlights so that people can immediately see what are the key benefits of ordering from your store. You have the description where you really want to sell your product, and then you have the callouts where you give free shipping, 2 day delivery, large selection, hundreds of customer reviews or thousands of customer reviews, something like that. So you really have these keywords in a way that signal people what they can expect on your store and why your store is so great. So this is very powerful, especially because you can move things like free shipping from the headline to the call out, even though sometimes I tend to still use it in the headline, since free shipping and 40% off and things like that are very powerful ways of making people click. Then we have the structured snippet extension, and this is a little more complex. So you have a certain type of header, and this can be different things. So first of all, we have to define the language. We stick with English, and then we have different kind of snippet types. For example, we could use styles, and then you can say we have different styles. For example, modern, classic, and I don't know, vintage or something, right? So this is something when you offer products like in the fashion space, or when you offer electronics and you have different model types, this is where you can really go ahead and show people which type of products that you have. Probably someone who's looking for, let's say, a jeans, they don't know yet which type of jeans they want to buy, but if you show them which different types of products you actually have, they might see, well, I wanted to buy a vintage jeans, and it seems that they actually have one. So this is, or that they have multiple ones. So this is a great way to give potential customers an idea of which kind of products you stock in your store. Alright, so now the call extension, and this is probably not that interesting for you as a dropshipper or e-commerce business owner. It allows people to call directly, to add a phone number below your ad and allow people to call directly by clicking on the phone number when they're on mobile. So you can, basically people who are on mobile, they can click your phone number and they will call you immediately. Of course, like I said, for an e-commerce business, this is probably not the most useful thing to do, but I like to add a phone number just because of the additional trust that it gives to your business. If you have a prominent phone number, first of all, like everything else, it increases the space of your ad, but at the same time, it also gives a little more, it makes you seem a little more serious, because you have a phone number that many others don't have. Message extension also not that important here. Send us a text for more information. This is probably even more useless than a phone number for e-commerce, so I won't go into detail on this one. Location extensions, this is something that I would definitely consider using, because obviously no one is gonna visit your business, but if you can show them a physical business, a physical representation of your online store, this is again just another way to increase trust in your business. So this is something that you might want to consider as well. Affiliate location extension, I don't want to show this because obviously you don't have any affiliate locations that sell your products. Price extension is another one that you can use if you, for example, have multiple brands or multiple product tiers. If you have multiple product tiers, multiple sizes, or multiple, you have a low-end product, a middle product, and a high-end product, you can go with headers like small beginner drone, $50. And then flies up to 25 meters or something like, right? And then you have the next pricing extension, and here you have intermediate drone, $100, and then flies up to 50 meters. And you get the idea. These pricing extensions show up below your ad, and people immediately know which price ranges you have to offer. So you see on mobile, they can scroll through these different pricing extensions. This is how it looks on desktop, so they have them all in one place. And on mobile, like I said, you can scroll through them. Why is this useful? Well, people like to know which ranges you offer. So if they are looking for a drone and they didn't make up their mind yet if they want to get a cheaper one or a more expensive one, they know that you offer all kinds of different drones. So if you only offer cheap ones, they would think, I'm not sure if I want to buy a cheap one yet. But if they see that you offer different pricing tiers and different product ranges, this can be great to convince people to go to your site and have a look at your products, because you are offering them quite a lot of different choices. You also have a price qualifier, like here, for example, you can say our drones start from $50, or our drones are up to $50, or our drones are an average of $50. Average, in my opinion, is a little, I don't really use it, but I tend to use from and up to, or simply no qualifier. But of course, this depends on your product range. As you can see here, you can set a final URL and also a mobile final URL, so you can make these different. If you have individual pages for devices, typically as a Shopify store owner, you don't, as they're pretty responsive and you don't have multiple sites for multiple devices. So let's move on to not app extensions, because they are also not that useful. You don't typically have an app until you're a pretty big e-commerce business, but promotion extensions are super, super powerful. And this is something that shows if you have something on sale right now. So let's say that you give a monetary discount of $50 for your, let's say, tactical flashlights. Okay, 50 is probably not that realistic. Let's say $10 off tactical flashlights. You give them a final URL to your collection page or your product page, depending on what you advertise in your ad. And people see this powerful icon below your ad. And you know, people are treasure hunters. People want to get always get the discounts. And if you show something like this with this price tag here, this is how you can really stand out from competition. I realized that many ads still don't use this extension. So if you have something like this right on the search engine results page, this can still, or this can really increase your CTR in a major way. You can also choose different occasions. So people normally, discounts work the best way if people can understand why you're giving them this discount. So let's say it's Valentine's Day and you say Valentine's Day, $10 off, let's say flower, whoops, this was the wrong way. Let's say $10 off flower vases or something like that, right? So they see they have a reason for this discount, which is always useful because this makes the discount seem more valuable. And then you give them the actual products. And of course, this should match what people are looking for. So if people are looking for Valentine's Day cards, they won't really care too much about this product here. But if you say, you know, your ad is about Valentine's Day flower vases, you give them this product $10 off. This is a very, very powerful way to increase your CTR. So what I mean, after showing you all these extensions, this is what I would probably use in any e-commerce business. Site links, callouts, well, structured snippets kind of depend on your products. A call, at least to have a little more space in your ad and seem a little more serious. Location, price, and promotion. Promotion probably one of the most valuable one. And if I would have to settle for 3 extensions, I would do site link, call out, promotion. So these are the ones that you need in every single ad because they can really, really kickstart your CTR. You saw the example right here. This ad looks so much bigger than the one at the top. And imagine that they now have also this promotion extension, like $10 off on all Hugo Boss leather jackets or something. This could be even more powerful. So I hope that you learned about site link extensions in this video. One thing that you probably need to know is that you can add them to individual ad groups or campaigns or the whole account. So if you want to keep site links for every single ad that you create, which might be the case for call, for example, or for physical addresses, but maybe also for your site links, it may be an idea to add them to the campaign or to the account so that you don't always have to set them or assign them to individual ad groups. So I hope that you learned something in this lesson. I hope that you can apply this to your business immediately, because from experience you can easily double your click-through rate if you really apply every single ad extension in a strategic way. So like I said, hopefully you got something out of this video here today, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next one.